and I call upon the spirit of Assiniboia, Sagamore, the Kennebec, and Penobscot. I love the clear streams of friendship that meet and unite, and I give you my hands in pledge of the truth. So this is the story of Waterville College, born in a town where three rivers meet, in a nation at war. In 1813, Baptist opened the Maine Literary and Theological Institution, and 5 years later, the institution bought land in Waterville along the Kennebec. Waterville citizens gave the college $2,000 to help get established. The institution changed its name to Waterville College in 1821, and thus the collegiate character of the school was declared forever. Here, Waterville knowledge, here in Waterville, knowledge is the light of the mind. Now, Jeremiah Chapman was appointed president of the college in 1822. He and his family had arrived in Waterville 4 years prior. Now, while the people in Waterville weren't the ignorant, uncultivated beings that the Chaplins had feared, local accommodations for the new college were still small scale and definitely shabby chic. Chaplin and his family lived with the students in a rented house that also served as instructional space. Waterville residents Nathaniel Gilman, Asa Reddington, and Timothy Boutell in 1819 constructed a wooden two-story building on the college land. Waterville and its citizens wanted the college to succeed. The college's first commencement was held in 1822 and drew people from miles around. The event featured a notable number of food stands that sold gingerbread, pie, cheese, and beer. I'm just saying. The procession was led by the governor and also included a military company and a live band. Set the standard pretty high, if you ask me. And the college grew, as colleges do. Buildings were built, and in 1823, the college purchased scientific equipment for instruction for the first time. To help students earn money, the college opened workshops in 1827. That same year saw the first French-Canadian, John Matthew, settle in Waterville from Quebec. The college workshops ceased operation in 1841. You try. The theological department also closed in 1828, and Waterville College became a true college of the liberal arts. To create a pipeline of new students, the college opened preparatory schools, including one here in Waterville that was open until 1970. Now, in 1833, Waterville College students petitioned the board and president to form the first anti-slavery collegiate society in the nation. And the students were so enthusiastic about their cause that they caused an exuberant ruckus that President Chaplin said sounded like the braying of wild asses. I'm sure you get it. And President Chaplin ended up resigning over their kerfuffle. I know, braying of wild asses. I think I say that anymore. Waterville College's most famous son, Elijah Parrish Lovejoy, was killed in 1837, only 9 years after graduation. John Quincy Adams called Lovejoy the first American martyr to the freedom of the press. And Abraham Lincoln said Lovejoy's death was the most important event that had ever happened in the Western world. The college also shaped the local community. Thanks to vigorous campaigning, college modern languages professor Samuel F. Smith, he of the America the Song brain, convinced the town in 1836 to go from licensing 24 saloons to licensing none. Now, student drinking in the town dropped immediately after that, I would say. Students at that time rose at 5:45 in the morning. Baptist College services began at that time. Recitations began at 6 a.m. Tuition included costs for lamp oil and cores of wood. And the students were fluent in Greek and Latin and were feisty and did not fear hard work. The student body at Waterville College was marked by a belief in independence and a belief in the sacredness of private opinion. Those students were scholars filled with a love and a zeal for learning. The best minds of America were, and still are, gathered here in college students and faculty. Now, president after president of the college learned that strong leadership, an enthusiastic student body, and brilliant teaching are not enough for the success of a college. You need money. And so the college sold land. The townspeople donated funds. They worked together to keep the college open. Increased student enrollment caused a demand for strengthened and expanded programs, and in 1855, the college trustees voted to endow more scholarships, add another professorship, and enlarge the college funds. Now, 1855 also happens to be the year that William Lyman Heath graduated from Waterville College. He was brilliant and brave and beautiful, and I actually take selfies of me with his portraits, but I didn't want to show one tonight because I didn't want to freak you guys out, but I have such a crush on him, and you should too. My crush is unrequited, of course, as he died in battle in 1862, but his name is in the memorial in front of Miller Library, not far from here. Now, such was the spirit of Waterville College students, so the vast majority enrolled to serve in the War of the Rebellion. This devastated enrollment at the college. The college was decidedly in the most dire of financial straits. These were Waterville College's darkest days. And then, at the commencement dinner of 1864, President Champlain stood and introduced to the crowd a gentleman who was a stranger to them, but not a stranger to Waterville. This gentleman introduced himself as Mr. Gardner Colby, and he announced a gift of $50,000 to the college. And the room was silent for 10 seconds, and then the students exploded in cheers, and they shouted, they stamped, they hugged each other, and they frankly cried. The college of their efforts, devotion, work, and sometimes despair, and always love, was saved. And the college changed its name in gratitude to Colby University. Now, this is the story of Waterville College. As a child growing up here in this town, this was not a story I knew. Many times stories are forgotten, and then they are told again. So thank you for letting me share this one with you.